Yo, what's good, man? June 28th. I said I was gonna be checking in with you guys, man. So, you know what I'm saying? Just letting y'all know how we live, you know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, let me show you a little bit of scenery first before we kick this all off, right? This DC, not DC as I grew up with, but this is DC as gentrified GC. Gentrified GC. You know? You might need that view one day for something. I don't know, man. You might need to put that down or something. But anyway, right? We're gonna run it back like this, man. Basically, my whole biggest thing is, man, I just be trying to touch bases on this whole, disenfranchisement, social injustice, and we are supposed to be the people thing, but I mean, we are not the people. The people are whoever the hell is in charge, but that's a whole nother story. But anyway, how this go is, I guess I could do a little bit different today. I'm giving to you a little bit of more, I guess, factual. I'm about to explain to you another form of disenfranchisement and social injustice that actually has something to do with the actual police department. So today in the history, June 28th, 1969, it was an incident called the Stonewall Riots. The Stonewall Riots were an incident that occurred in New York City where basically the New York Police Department targeted a gay club. The club was called the Stonewall Inn. So I guess one night they decided to go in the club and raid them and whatever they did to them. And the people in the community basically were tired of it. So they basically fought back against the police. This wound up being one of the first big stands that the LBGT community took as a community. So what happened was, I guess basically they fought back to about like 4 a.m. So they actually called the actual riot police in to control the situation, but it was controlled. But anyway, that fight still led way to a couple things that happened real positive for that community. It gave them, it made the government have to look at them with a little bit more, seriousness. And then not only that, the following year, in 1970, they actually started. They walked from the gay community. They gathered together and they walked from the Stonewall into some avenue. I'm not sure. I'm sorry about that. You know what I'm saying? But they took their walk. But anyway, all that led way to being basically the start of the Gay Pride Parade, which I think is kind of like a cool fact. And I'm glad they actually did do that because, everybody needs somewhere to feel themselves, somewhere to belong, somewhere so you can just be you. But man, overall, man, I'm gonna say this, man. Like, let's get back to a little bit more of the point. Let's wear it back in. But to really then, what I'm trying to say, this social injustice and disenfranchisement, it just didn't start today. This is some long, deep rooted and still crap that people just find different times to target different people when messing with the last person gets old. And that just seems to be what my opinion is right now. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm saying, I think as people, we need to try to come together as much as we can and stand together in real unity, because soon I believe this is going to affect how we all function. Like, we will have no lives. Everybody on the bottom of this barrel will have no lives. These people at the top are about to try to run us over. I mean, they've been doing it anyway, because like I say, everything is controlled by whoever we the people are. You know what I'm saying? And we the people just don't stop here. We the people is the whole world, whoever the people are. You know what I'm saying? And if we're not living within their norms, then we're wrong. You know what I'm saying? But we got to take a deep look at this stuff, and we need to try to change and configure different methods to try to instill more positive and humanity into each other, man. Because you know what I'm saying, it's Black Lives Matter. Everybody's life matter right now, and the way people are acting, no one cares about each other, and that's on God. So what we need to do as people, as human beings, man, we need to try to band together and do as best we can for the human race, because I honestly think everybody, thinking that this is the human race is at stake, and it's your freedom. Like, I think to some type of point and somewhere it's going to be like everything's going to be controlled by whoever actually has all the control right now, they just don't have all grips on how to control all of us. But every day as we go along, they're making more and more effective methods and trackers, as they say, for control. You know, like whole time, if the government can make everybody's cell phone and drop and add features to your phone without your knowledge, then God knows what they really can do. They probably can do the same thing with anything that you have going on here. So, you know, it's a bigger point than trying to just be against each other. Like, I mean, people need to stand together, and that's for real. For real. Because right now, I'm telling you, it's about authority and civilians. Everybody's missing a bigger point. And the war we're going to be in next is going to be war like no other. Like it's going to be a war that we're going to be badly outnumbered, because they have all the technical power and the technology or whatever, which were created by everyday regular people that they grabbed up and made their minions or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because even if you don't even know, there's a fun fact. Like the scientists from Germany, they killed Hitler and all the little war generals, and they took their scientists off and let them invent whatever they wanted to do. But yeah, I'm gonna be getting back with y'all though.